Guys, welcome back. I got a question for you guys. We were kind of talking about this on the live chat. So on a scale to 1 to 10, in that range, how much do you think Colorado got better in the transfer portal? That's what I want to know. Like right now, looking at the people that they acquired in the transfer portal, between a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think they did? So that's what I want to know. Me and my brother is having this debate where, he's old school. He don't really understand the transfer portal. And I'm just now understanding it myself, like for the past few years. So I got a better grasp of the transfer portal than he does. And he said, well, you can't really build a winning team in a transfer portal. So do you think it's possible to build a championship team in the transfer portal? Yeah, that's my question for you guys. Do you think Coach Prime could build a championship team in the transfer portal? Now we know that, but first of all, shout out to Alton. You know what I'm saying? He really putting in that work. Shout out to Alto for putting in that work. Alton McCaskill. He's showing that he's in the off season. He's showing that he's working out. So I'm expecting good things from Alton McCaskill this upcoming season. And that's a plus because we got more than enough running backs that we need. I mean, we did lose Anthony Hankerson. That was, for me, that's like a big loss. But, we acquired another running back in the portal, I believe. So, yeah. So, again, do you think Coach Prime could build a winning playoff team in that transfer portal? And so me and my brother was going back and forth with it. And he seemed to think that it can't be done. He said, well, he's in the belief that teams are built over time. You got to develop freshmen, and he said, some of the people in the transfer portal, you don't know how they're going to do the following year. So I was like, I get what he's saying, but the thing is, if you acquire some players in the transfer portal that are already proven in their abilities, and you acquire enough of them and build on what you had for the previous season, yes, you can build a championship team in a few years in the transfer portal. I don't think it can be done in 1 year. And because we go back to when Coach Prime first took over the team, right? Even I had to be realistic about this. The first year was the foundational year, right? And I know Coach Prime said the second year is going to be different. When you look at what Coach Prime took over compared to other coaches around the league, let's say the coach at USC. The coach at USC, yes, he brought in some players, he brought in quite a few players, but he didn't have to totally rebuild that team from the ground up. He didn't have to do that. Have to totally rebuild that team from the ground up. And so what he did was, my brother was like, no, he didn't have to build a team from the ground up. He already had a team. He should have worked with what he had. But at the end of the day, that's neither here nor there. You got to go with what is in the present, right? So being that he brought in 70 new players, it's still going to take some time to refine the team and whatnot. And then I would say after year 2 or year 3, then you're going to start to see things come together. Unfortunately, in this particular moment in time, Shedeur only had 1 more year left because he has aspirations on going to the NFL, him and Travis Hunter. Shedeur is not going to stay an extra year, and Travis, it don't look like he's going to stay to his senior year. Now, things could change, depending on unforeseen circumstances, which I hope don't happen. You could get another year from them, but for right now, you got to be realistic. I don't think so. Shiloh, of course not. You're not going to get an extra year from him. I mean, he could go to the NFL this year. I wouldn't be mad at him. But I would say you can build a team in the transfer portal. but it's going to take a little bit of time. But it's not going to take a lot of time than more than you think. It might take Coach Prime a little bit more time because he inherited a 1-11 team, right? He inherited a 1-11 team, so it might take a little bit of time more so than the coach at USC or the coach at Clemson. Like, let's say if someone take over the Clemson job, right? It's not going to take that much time for them to start becoming a powerhouse, you know, as opposed to Colorado. First of all, you gotta make it appealing for some of these kids to come up there, because for the last decade or so, or more than a decade or so, nobody was talking about Colorado, you know. So these kids now, or these young men now, they don't remember Colorado in their prominence. When they had Rashaan Salam, when he was chasing the Heisman Trophy, he only needed a few more yards to acquire the Heisman Trophy. They don't remember that. They don't remember when Cordell Stewart was the quarterback, you know, or Michael Westbrook was the wide receiver. They don't remember all of that. Like, I barely remember it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I barely remember it. So I know they don't remember it. You know, unless they're a student of the game and they go and do their research. So first of all, he has to make it appealing to come up there, because people automatically is going to think it's cold up there, especially a lot of these kids from the South. So he has to make it a desirable place to come, and really it's him. They're going to have to want to come play for him. So, and the only way you're going to do that, you start winning ball games. But they had one thing on their side. I'll close with this. They only won 4 games last season, right? Which is 3 more than the previous season before that. The one thing that they have on their side is they have all the media attention. And a lot of that had to do with Deion Sanders Jr. with that camera. A lot of it. That's what made it. That's what making this thing work. And so they have that. That is a plus, because a lot of people are not really. Well, I'm talking about the mainstream media. I mean, I wouldn't say nobody's talking about other schools, but trust me, Colorado is in the spotlight. Now, this thing could dwindle down. This thing could dwindle down a lot after Shedeur leaves, after Travis Hunter leave. But at that point, they got to start winning. They have to start winning a lot more, and they got to bring in somebody else that can replace that stardom. And that they're going to have to find in the future. They're going to have to find a replacement for Shedeur, which I don't think it's going to be that hard. So yeah, that's my opinion on it, man. What say you? But definitely, I would like to hear from you as far as, do you think he can build a playoff team in the transfer portal? Because this year is going to be 12 teams. So yeah, man, drop that comment below. Let me know how you feel. All right, guys. See you next video. Thanks for watching, guys. But before you go, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also hit the bell notification so you can get updated on my latest content as it drops. If you have any video ideas, feel free to leave a comment below. Take care.